yards. Flag is thrown. There's your first down and a lot more for Demaryius Thomas. Swing and a shot by Freeman. Deep into the night. Back-to-back homers for the Braves. Blake Griffin will turn. Shoot a three from the win. Bounce. They go. Pick up the big land. They go.
Where did John go? Hi, everybody. Welcome to Sports4U. It's Friday night. What is going on? Thanks for surprising me.
Well, we hit live and the doorbell rings.
Oh, please.
What's up, everybody? Good evening. It's Friday night. You know what that means. It's time for number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports4U. I'm on YouTube. I'm John. Getting set up. Is my man Mark. You heard. And pinch hitting while he's getting set up is our admin, the humble rose herself. A quarter of the tab for Nessa, Humber Rose's Travel War Zone.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, so
thanks for leaving me hanging, sir.
That was very much playing. He said, "Watch this."
Yeah, it really did. Abracadabra, poof.
Yeah, in fact, he texted me and told me when to ring the doorbell. That's kind of messed up.
Not safe, but okay. But what's going on? That's just was fishing as Marcus literally just walking into the studio, but now we're here on YouTube, X, and so make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for the Sports4U podcast or scan that QR code right there.
Don't forget to scan the Only John's QR code.
Scan the Sports4U YouTube QR code.
The VIP approves.
The Townhouse Media and to the Townhouse Media and Culture Pack Network on YouTube. We're live on this Friday night. It's game one of the World Series, and the Blue Jays are right now up 3-2. They just got an RBI single here in the bottom of the sixth. Pretty good. It was a pretty good game so far. Blake Snell just exited after 100 pitches and loaded the bases. So obviously some little rust from them being off for a week, but they're in a good position to still come back and win this game. But Emmett Sheehan is on a full count with the bases loaded. We still have not got an out yet. So hopefully we can get out of this jam and
National Kangaroo Day. Okay.
Setting up the get up into itself a double play. Is the pitch. Fly ball, and that is once he got it, is it it's foul.
You could have stretched for that, but okay.
Excuse me?
I don't know which number.
You said he could have made a stretch?
He could have stretched for it.
Nelson, you're not in the background. You got to relax, all right?
He could have stretched his arm, his back.
Stretch the back?
That's what y'all call it now. That's what y'all call it nowadays.
So, dang it!
Yep. And this is why he should have caught that foul ball.
It was nowhere playable. Oh, man. Now this is good. Of course, and the Dodgers got a big some sad news before this series start. Alex Vetzia, who's one of their reliable relievers in the bullpen, he's not on the roster.
Why?
Him and his family going through something personal right now that the Dodgers didn't want the public to discuss. It was send prayers out to him and his wife. I do know his wife was expecting, so I don't want to put two and two. I don't want to connect the dots, but we're going to hope everything is well with her and the whole family. So what up, Chris? What up, Faith?
That's the reaction I've been waiting for. He finally saw the score of this game.
What up, Sam? Bella's in the chat.
Hey, y'all.
It's not an easy right now.
I hope you start feeling better soon.
Yeah. Yeet fake.
Skeet fake.
Yeet.
Oh.
That too.
What the?
You know what? Mark is here. It's time for me to go to the back.
Okay. Fine. Thanks for the help. Yeah, so that was interesting. But right now, what's not interesting is the Dodgers being down 4-2 in the bottom of the sixth with no outs and the bases loaded in game one. The series that there it is. Again, they're only getting one run on these bases loaded, but it's still they got the three runs in to take the lead, and the Toronto crowd is on fire right now. Dodgers trying to be the first team to win back-to-back World Series since the Yankees in 99-2000. So obviously not the start the Dodgers are looking for in game one. So hopefully they can get out of this jam and get the win. But yeah, let's talk some sports. Here we go. All right, I already see the BS starting. Yo, what? Yeah. Stretching meat. Bella's stretching our meat. What the? No.
Oh, we got dog.
Let's talk about the story that's really been taking over the sports world the last 24 hours. There we go. There's one. So we got the first out. Still, all the runners advance. So. If y'all been under a rock the last 24 hours, there's been a lot going on in the world of basketball off the court. So it started, and it's all centered around these news that broke early yesterday morning. Miami guard Terry Rozier, Hall of Famer and current Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups, and former player and assistant coach Damon Jones, all arrested in illegal gambling cases.
Different
gambling cases. So, for those who know, in regards to Rozier and Damon Jones, it is about insider trading, giving out information for overs and unders and prop bets related to NBA games. Chauncey Billups, in a separate case, is being tied to a illegal poker ring ran by the mafia.
Illegal poker? Ain't that prostitution?
Are you good?
Wow, man.
This
should be never illegal to poker.
This is it's just an awful story. And for more, so we're gonna get into it, but here's
John, is it true that another head coach name has been involved? Is that true or is that false?
I think that's speculation.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything about it. I know what head coach is talking about because now we did see a story from Pablo Torre that Kevin Garnett's name was intended at one of these poker games, but there's no,
I don't think he's in on the illegal part of that.
There's
he was just playing.
There's no word on his stat because he has just been partaking in the festivities. But here's FBI Director Kash Patel on what happened yesterday.
Is this where he clowned Stephen A. Smith?
No, that was on Fox News. We don't play them.
Good morning. Today we are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Casa Nostra. The men and women up here standing with me represent a small portion of the leadership team that brought profound justice in an era that needed it more than any. I'll just highlight some of the details in the case and the FBI work, and then you'll hear from the others. But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today, former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Not only did we crack into the fraud that these perpetrators committed on the grand stage of the NBA, but we also entered and executed a system of justice against La Casa Nostra to include the Bonanno, Gambino, Genovese, and Lucchesi crime families. And you'll hear more about those details today. The charges and the arrests that were taken down across this country range from wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, illegal gambling. This FBI will leave no room for any perpetrator of crime across this country. You hear a lot about our work of defending the homeland and crushing violent crime. Well, this work is also representative of a colossal portion of the FBI's mandate to keep America safe and to keep our entertainment industry fair and secure. The men and women that are standing up here today worked tireless hours, days, months, and years. And the fraud is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not tens of thousands of dollars. It's not even millions of dollars. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation. And we could not have done it without our interagency partners that are before us today. The NYPD, HSI, and teams of law enforcement officials from around the country made this day possible. It takes a team to bring this kind of justice, sweeping justice, into the halls of the United States courtrooms, where our brave United States attorney has led this prosecution. It takes courageous prosecutors to stand before you and say, we will not allow this kind of illicit activity to happen, not only at the national sporting level, but also where it hides in La Casa Nostra. And when these two collided together, they perpetrated a fraud that is historic in terms of not just money, but the scheme and the deceit that they utilize to steal and swindle people from money, to include crypto fraud. This is an operation that showcases to you.
So now you got the mob involved. You got to talk about LeBron's name was in. Let me explain why LeBron's name got. That's where Damian Jones comes in. So Damian Jones, who's this person right here, used to play for the Cavs, had about a 10-year career in the NBA. He's friends with LeBron. And he was a part of the Lakers traveling party. Now, I want to be clear about something. He was not on the Lakers coaching staff. I know a lot of people thought that. No, they just let him travel with the team. But he was never on the Lakers coaching staff. So that's how, and the story was he told the bookie LeBron wasn't going to play a game against Milwaukee, and they gave him the inside information. Yeah, this game looks like it's pretty much over for the Dodgers. I wasn't expecting them to win game one.
Yeah, man. So he I think what he did was he told some people to put their money on Milwaukee because LeBron wasn't playing. That was the game I played against Milwaukee that night. And that was before the news came out publicly that LeBron wasn't playing.
Right. So that's why LeBron's name came up, Chris. That's what you're wondering. No, not his tie. He's not tied to that. His name was one of the moving pieces in this prop bet. Adam Silver has spoken. So for the file, did you know it's updated? Chauncey Billups didn't make bail. He was released. Terry Rozier was released. No word on Damian Jones was released. Adam Silver was at the Knicks Celtics game tonight in Madison Square Garden. Of course, it was the NBA's premiere tonight on Prime Video, and he talked to Cassidy Hubbard about this.
Thanks, Ian. Adam, yesterday, federal indictments were announced involving current player Terry Rozier and current head coach Chauncey Billups. What was your initial reaction, and what have the last 36 hours been like for you?
My initial reaction was I was deeply disturbed. There's nothing more important to the league and its fans than the integrity of the competition. And so I had a pit in my stomach. It was very upsetting.
And Terry Rozier was allowed to keep playing after an NBA investigation ruled that there was no NBA rules violated. What do you make of that decision now amid the FBI's allegations against him?
So what happened was, because bets were placed through legalized legal betting companies, they picked up aberrational behavior around a particular game in March of 23. And so that was brought to our attention by the regulators and the betting companies. We then looked into that situation and were very transparent about it. And while there was that aberrational betting, we frankly couldn't find anything. Terry at the time cooperated. He gave the league office his phone. He sat down for an interview. And we ultimately concluded that there was insufficient evidence, despite that aberrational behavior, to move forward. We then worked directly with the law enforcement, as they said at the press conference, that the league has been cooperating. And so that was obviously over 2 years ago. So the federal government has subpoena power, can threaten to put people in jail, can do all kinds of things that a league office can't do. So we've been working with them since then. And of course, what they announced yesterday was an indictment. So 2.5 years later, he still hasn't been convicted of anything, in fairness to Terry. Obviously, it doesn't look good, but he's now been put on administrative leave. And so, there's a balance here of protecting people's rights and investigating. And as I said, we've been working with the government, and they have extraordinary powers that a league office doesn't have.
And obviously, this story has taken some of the spotlight from what has been a really tremendous opening week. I know you have a lot of responsibilities as the commissioner, but you are also a fan of this league. What has made you excited about the season ahead?
Well, first of all, I should have started how excited we are to be on Amazon. I guess I wouldn't have predicted that my first interview ever on Amazon would be about sports betting, but I accept that. Meanwhile, another great game tonight. The competition, I was in Oklahoma City opening night, double overtime game there. I've been hearing from people throughout the league. I apologize to our fans that we are all dealing with now this situation, but in terms of the competition on the floor, it's been spectacular.
It certainly has, and hoping for another spectacular game and a long-standing rivalry. Thank you for taking the time with us tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Back to you, Ian.
All right.
Faith said, I wonder how many years this really goes back. Jordan was suspended, fake retired because of gambling.
This ain't nothing new with sports and gambling. Look, they're not gonna. I know this is not a good look for the NBA this week to happen the opening week, but they've had a good weekend. We'll talk about that in a second because we gotta talk about Wemby. My God.
Oh, he got dunked on the leg?
Oh, yeah, I saw that too. I saw that. Yeah, Zion was like, Zion was like, okay, shout out to him. Stay in shape, bro. Yeah, Boomer said the commissioner knows no. The fans ain't gonna let him know everything.
No, I do think he knows more than he's supposed to know. He's a lawyer by trade, which means he's a professional liar by trade.
You good?
My bad. That was unnecessary.
You good? Look, this has been going, and look, we can go back to what happened with Pete Rose. We can go back to you can just Google anything with gambling. It's there. Obviously, the point shaving in college was basically the center of what Goodfellas was, and it's not. Look, this is not going to take a year. This might take a couple of years. Definitely the case.
I don't know because they've been going back at least in the Chauncey Billups case at least 6 years. So what the feds normally do is give you rope so you can hang yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when they come and get you, they normally got you on something.
What up, Candace?
Candace, what up with it?
By the way, the Blue Jays are now up 11-2 on the Dodgers.
Terrell, what up with it?
All right, Terrell. And Drake, yes, Drake is in the house. It's his birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, happy birthday.
What's whose birthday?
It's Drake's.
Oh.
He's in one of the skyboxes. I'm not shocked that the Dodgers are going to lose tonight. I knew they weren't going back to LA up 2-0. So now we know we got to win tomorrow night to make sure we get all three of those games in LA.
Even the late great Randy Savage addressed Pete Rose gambling scandal on Sunday.
Well, people forget the Macho Man before he became a wrestler was a minor league baseball player for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Man, listen. I know we watch sports for entertainment, but what y'all really got to understand that sports is a business.
Amen.
And when it comes to these businessmen, it's always going to be some corrupt shit going on, especially when you're talking about billions of dollars. There's something corrupt going on at all times.
My thing with Chauncey is, how the hell did you get involved with the mafia?
I have an idea about my saying it on here.
Right. Save it off here. We won't need to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Save it for off here. But you're Chauncey Billups, dude.
It's a good chance that all of us have came in encounter with somebody who's in the mafia. It's just
I 100% agree. 100% agree. I guarantee you. You just didn't know it.
And they probably just didn't see you as usable or valuable to whatever they was doing. And so they let you go on about your day.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the mafia is always around. Yeah, people thought the mafia was dead. They're not dead.
Crenshaw.
Or cartel.
Same?
Yeah, same thing. Let's say in the cartel. Cartels. Look, I just saw Yasiel. Look, I didn't see him. But Yasiel Puig was at Legends Attic. Oral Hershiser has a memorabilia museum in Claremont called Legends Attic. Real good spot. I saw it when I went to
That's my job.
Yeah, it's a real good spot. It's a real good spot. If you're in LA, you're in the memorabilia. This is a museum that you might want to go to.
I'm gonna go check that out.
Yeah, Yasiel Puig and Mickey Hatcher was there. Yasiel Puig's telling the story. How he was trafficked to get here from Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
The plane that he was in almost crashed. Like, I mean, it's crazy. Well, my Friday's going cool except for this game though, Trail. But outside of that, everything else is good.
You said real talk.
What are these coaches? Well, look.
Man,
you go first. Go first.
Usually, to get at that level, there's some kind of competitiveness, right? Not usually. 100% of the time, there's a level of competitiveness when you get to the professional level of any sport. We see it as gambling to these players and to these coaches. It's just competitiveness. It's an extension of their being competitive, especially when it comes to it's any kind of gambling. It's just them being competitive. I don't think that when they first start, they got thinking it's gonna get to the point where it's at now. Usually, how it happens with any crime. But you get deeper and deeper in a hole, and then you find yourself here.
Yeah, and obviously, like, it ain't about what they were thinking. I mean, Kenny Smith was talking about this on Inside the NBA yesterday. Gambling's an addiction, and it ain't just a fact. And Kenny Smith was saying that Barkley was trying to say like he think it was just being stupid, but it wasn't about being stupid.
It's not about being stupid.
It's
addiction.
Terry Rozier has probably made over 100 million. He's getting 26 in this final year of Miami. He's probably made already over 100 million already between the Hornets, the Celtics.
But we have to do is stop looking at the contracts, right? How much they made, because most of these players don't see that.
Right. What they were saying was, I got a chance to win some money. I'm gonna go play. Shaq talked about it. Did y'all not watch the shooting guards doc with Gilbert and Javaris Crittenton? That all started over gambling on an airplane,
which happens on every single team's plane.
Shaq said it. I go to Vegas, I've gambled, and we've done it inside out. And like Chris saying, it is fast money. And if you can find an easy way to win said money, you gonna keep going. But then eventually, your luck's gonna run out. And unfortunately, in this situation, luck ran out. And obviously, we don't know the justice. We know this could be more.
It's gonna be more.
It's gonna be more figures of name. That's gone. That's gone. Okay. All right. 2-run homer for Shohei Ohtani. All right, we're still down 7 runs though, but that's a play in the positive. That's a move in the positive direction.
It's gonna be Ill Will. What up with it? You
What
think
up, Will?
Billups, Jones, Terry Rozier get back? Yes. Billups, because his wasn't about the NBA.
No,
it might be different.
And that's what Barkley kept separate. You got to separate what Chauncey Billups and Damon Jones did. Well, I mean Terry Rozier and Damon Jones' cases from Chauncey's.
Yeah, Chauncey's wasn't about the NBA. I think if they can find a loophole where Chauncey gets out of this, I don't think he'll be banned from the NBA. I don't think he'd probably get another job because of the smut that's on his name right now. It'll take a while. But he's not to be banned from the NBA.
Nah.
Terry Rozier and Damon Jones, absolutely. And whoever else name come up in those cases that had something to do with the NBA games, for sure they ban from the NBA.
Yeah. So, but yeah. When Cody's back on Tuesday, we talked to him earlier. He's got a lot to say about it from a legal standpoint and just from the gambling standpoint, because obviously that's up his alley with gambling and obviously fantasy sports. So the story will not end on Tuesday today, but this is gonna be, you're gonna hear about this every day until there's gonna be you're gonna hear about this almost every day until we get a verdict from this, until it ends, and probably even after that. But as of now,
and please don't just think it's this time. Like I said, gambling was going on 90s, 80s. We know that.
So we'll definitely talk about that. Meanwhile, let's stick with the NBA, because as I said, outside of that situation, the NBA's had a pretty good week, really good week. They returned to NBC. They Inside NBA debuted on ESPN as in its normal form, and we had the debut. And now tonight they're debuting on Prime Video, and obviously they've had some pretty good games. The Thunder Rockets game going to double OT. Obviously the Warriors look good. They beat the Lakers the other night. Knicks looking good. And then last night we had the finals rematch, a double OT with that game for OKC. SGA scoring the most points by reigning MVP in his first 2 games of the following year. And then Steph Curry just going Steph Curry last night in that game against the Nuggets. By the way, Aaron Gordon in a game where Aaron Gordon went for a 50-piece. But everybody is talking about what went down in Dallas, Texas Wednesday night. Ladies and gentlemen, Victor Wembanyama.
Wemby, the catch and the finish.
Gives it up and then gets it back. It wasn't the best pass.
Can't hit the leaner. So yes, Powell thrust into action. Wembanyama! Oh my! The cosmic grace.
Nobody picked up Stephon Castle. And he had an easy pass, and he can throw it as high as he wants.
The number 2 overall pick gets it into Wembanyama, guarded by Washington. Wembanyama, the fake, the reverse, and the foul. A figment of our basketball imagination.
Like P.J. Washington is an excellent defender, but you want him to take that shot as opposed to that shot.
Wembanyama working Davis, spinning, taking, hitting, plus the foul.
It's like playing against your dad in the driveway when you're 8 years old. What do you do?
Wemby 3, you bet, plus the foul.
Makes the incredible block, crossover through the legs, behind the back, and knocks down a 3 and picks up the foul. I mean, come on.
Wembanyama fakes the 3, dazzles, spins, fades. Why not? Wembanyama sat for the back half of that third quarter after his dazzling start to it. Picked up his 4th foul and was on the bench. Here's Wemby. Wow. just perpetual.
And Wembenyama just trailed behind him, and Harper found him.
What was that?
Damn. What the fuck is that shit?
I don't even know what I just saw.
That's not even fair, dog.
Victor Wembanyama.
Dog, that dude jumped from the dotted line and dunked without a dribble, without nothing.
This dude is a 7'5" Kevin Durant. And let's be clear. Kevin Durant's arguably one of the greatest scorers of all time.
Not if you ask Paul Pierce.
No, we're not. I can't even tell you what we just saw, man. That was just insane from Wemby.
Dog, he had like what, 30, 40?
Oh, I have the stats right here. Don't get twisted. I can't even prepare for this moment. 40 points, 15 rebounds, 3 blocks on 71% from the field.
In 19 minutes?
I think he played like 20 something minutes. But
Crazy.
he's the first player in NBA history to do that. He's the first player in NBA history to do this and not have a turnover. Good time back there. I heard John Ireland say this yesterday, and I mean, I could be hyperbole, but I understood why he said it, because obviously we live in a prisoner in a moment society.
Was he the GOAT?
Not the GOAT. But is he the best player in the NBA right now? And when they did the ESPN survey, they ranked him at number 5.
Okay, so Jokic won.
Jokic
won. Who's 2?
Jokic was 1. SGA was 2. Luka was 3. Giannis was 4. Or it was Luka was 3, Giannis was 3, or Luka was 4.
Either way, goes 3 and 4. Only thing is we've been watching them 4 do it for years.
Well, he did.
That was crazy. I'm not getting on he's the GOAT. I've been saying he's the GOAT. It's one game, man.
This was the top 10 according to ESPN rank. Jokic 1, SGA was 2, Luka 3, Giannis 4, Wemby's 5, Ant 6, Steph 7, LeBron 8, KD 9, Jalen Brunson 10, and then you got Jalen Williams of the Thunder outside the top 10 at number 11. But that was just insane.
That was an insane game.
Again, 40, 15, 3, and 71 on 71% shooting. That dude is incredible. That's incredible. What a night for Wemby. What a freaking night. Okay, let's go over.
Oh shit! A fan ran up.
He almost got stopped by Donovan Mitchell. Fans, do me a favor. Stay off the court. Y'all didn't see it today. Donovan Mitchell, during the Cavs Nets game tonight, a fan ran onto the court at Barclays Center near Donovan Mitchell, and Donovan Mitchell was ready to square up. Stay off the court. This is not a playground. You will find yourself hurt if you run up on the wrong athlete. Use your freaking brain, for crying out loud. It makes no sense. Everyone wants to. Yeah, it was crazy, Kansas. I mean, yeah, Grayson, I'm the only stupid idiot to get on the court. I don't know what the heck people were thinking. I don't know what people were thinking, just running on the court. Like, everything's, yeah, let me just run on the court. Yeah, I'm going to run the court and say, yeah, I'm cool. Let's go ahead and look into this week in college football. Questions being asked. Is Brian Kelly coaching for his job? LSU plays Texas A&M in Death Valley tomorrow night. And now the question is being asked, is Brian Kelly coaching for his job?
I don't want to say coaching for his job, but I will say this. I think that if they was to lose, that seat is hot. Like hot. I think it's hot now, but I think it's like scorching hot.
Wow. Boy. People just out here just saying, wow, stuff. LSU can suck it, according to Nessa, because they're playing Texas A&M tomorrow.
Suck what? That's it, exactly.
LSU, does LSU stand for? My bad, man. My bad.
I was waiting on you to say it. I heard it before you even said it out loud. Just say it. Just go ahead.
No. LSU, let's suck you, University. I'm gonna whoop. Wilson, I'm gonna whoop every NBA player's ass. I'm running on the court with Tim. So,
are you gonna be like dude from North Carolina?
We don't claim him. Cole Anthony. Oh, I'm gonna run it. I'm in a dunk contest with some Tims.
Why you lost?
Hey, Mark, Georgia plays Arkansas. Yeah, if so, check out my guy Taylor Green. Well, I thought Taylor Green was cool. He was good. I thought he was good, Sam. But obviously, the question is, who's going to be his coach next year? Who's going to be his coach next year is going to be the real question. Yeah, I said it. Yeah. Yeah, I said it. That's it. Yeah, let's suck University. All right, let's suck you. Pause.
Oh shit! I'm tripping.
All right. Mark's going to be right back. Yes, something left in the whip. Yes. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at. Relax. Will, relax. Let's go ahead and look at. I'm gonna give you some of these college football games. It's not like I said. We got tomorrow night. We do have. Yes. All that. We do have Nessa's Texas A&M Aggies. Texas A&M Aggies. And whoa. Looking at this schedule. The schedule is crazy. Against LSU. We also got Vanderbilt versus Missouri. And that game, I just saw that game. I just saw about that game. Is that game? That's the game day game. Game day is going to Vanderbilt. They're going to be in Nashville tomorrow, or as they saying in the U.S., Nash Vegas.
What the fuck is Nash Vegas?
That's Nashville. Nashville.
That's hard.
That's what they call Nashville. But yeah. Oh yeah. Food's here. Yeah, it's a Freaky Friday. That's a Freaky Friday, Chris.
Frisky Friday?
Freaky Friday. Yo, you good? Frisky.
That's crazy. Ain't that cat food? Pussy?
Frisky? No. Cat food. Frisky is cat food.
That's dick, bro.
Yo, you good? But yeah.
Don't you see pussy dick?
Yeah, that is true. But yeah, my Tennessee Vols got Kentucky tomorrow. Mark, your boys are off tomorrow.
Bye.
You're off tomorrow.
Bye.
Yeah, Fab was talking about him. Arkansas QB number 10. That's who Sam was referring to. We got UCLA, Chris, going. They head to. Nah, relax, Chris, relax. I'm good. UCLA, they head to Bloomington to face Indiana at 9 a.m. That's just insane. UCLA playing a 9 a.m. kickoff West Coast time. I know it's 11 in Indiana, but still, that's just still wild. JoJo's Miami Hurricanes, they play Stanford. That's still wild to me, too. Stanford in the ACC, but
yeah, Florida State.
Yeah, but obviously the main game One of the big games tomorrow is Ole Miss, Oklahoma. And I say that because there's been a lot of attention on Lane Kiffin right now. We talked about this on Tuesday, the news that Billy Napier fired as the head coach at Florida. And Paul Feinbaum yesterday on, I want to say Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday on First Take felt that Lane Kiffin is probably going to be the front runner for that job. Obviously, he grew up. We all know his dad, Monty Kiffin, was a longtime defensive coordinator. But he grew up idolizing Steve Spurrier as a coach. It's the reason why he wears a visor now. So I think that's why his name has been brought up. We've heard his name being brought up in coaching circles before. Obviously the Auburn job, but he stayed at Ole Miss. But that could become available too. You never know. But there's not much to talk about on the college front because we're about weeks away from the college football playoff rankings. But we'll definitely look ahead to more of that next week. But let's go over to the National Football League. We got some clean topics talking about football. We can recap whatever that was last night at SoFi. We're definitely going to recap our football five for the week. We got some drama with the Eagles, or I guess melodrama, or we can play with Woody Johnson. Pause.
What? John.
Pause.
John, you good?
That's the man's name.
Why'd you say play with though?
Play what?
Oh,
Woody Johnson. Let's start here. Woody Johnson, the owners meetings were going on this week. And here's what Jets owner Woody Johnson had to say about the current state of the 0-7 New York Jets.
What's your confidence level in Aaron to turn it around?
Well, it looks like he's turning around parts of it. You know, it's hard when you have a quarterback with, with a rating that we've got. You know, he has the ability, but something just is not jiving. But if you look at any head coach with a quarterback like that, you're going to see similar results if you go across the league. You have to play consistently with, at that position, and that's what we're going to try to do for the remainder of the season.
So what gives you hope then?
I just think defense, special teams are doing better. The defense is pretty good, and if we can just complete a pass, it would look good. We got to complete some passes. You got to convince them that you can do something. Otherwise, it's hard to have a game that you could win.
What do you say to the fans who've lost hope? I mean, I know it's early.
First of all, owner saying jiving is wild. So this was the quote Woody Johnson said in regards to the state of the Jets, and he was talking about specifically about Justin Fields. It's hard when you have a quarterback with a rating that we've got. If you look at any head coach with a quarterback like that, you're going to see similar results across the league. He basically just threw this dude under the bus. And look, we all know Justin Fields is what he is. But, man, that was no vote of confidence.
Whole idea was it to not bring back Aaron Rodgers?
That guy.
What a piece of shit he is.
Yeah, so that owner was bull. Well, he was also the ambassador for London, so for the UK. So it doesn't shock me that he worked for the current president. So anything's possible. But I said there was some drama with the Eagles, and I do believe it. Here go the bullshit.
John.
Oh, my bad. AJ Brown. He posts this after had a good game on Sunday. Then he says, using me, but not using me on Instagram. What the hell are we doing in Philly? Yeah, what is going on, dude? I mean, You had a good game, and then now you're upset. What's the problem? You need a hug or something, AJ? What's the deal? What's going on?
No, I just look at these niggas showing beating the Braves. No, I just think he want to get out of there.
That's what it's looking like, and he missed the last couple of days of practice with a hamstring injury,
And he's not playing this Sunday.
Yeah, so, and that's where I want to go. Sounds like to me, AJ Brown is trying to get his way out of Philly. Clearly, this whole Jalen Hurts experience then isn't driving the way he thought. now who said driving? Isn't going the way he thought when he got traded there from Tennessee. Obviously, look, we were on air during our literally this was the second year we did the Sports4U NFL Draft watch along, and this news breaks in the middle of and basically almost shut down the show, and that is AJ Green getting traded to Philly. AJ Brown getting traded to Philly for I think a third or round pick, and then the Titans went ahead and took Traylon Burks with their first pick, the wide receiver.
You said for a third round?
I think it was second or third round. I don't remember, but
you know who was that second or third round that year?
I do. I know. Team also did as well. But
Brandon being a Jets fan.
Well, the Blue Jays only 6 outs away. Well, 3 outs away from winning Game 1 of the World Series. I don't know. I don't understand. Yeah. I don't know what the Eagles are going to do. I think he's probably going to. I don't know if they trade him. But I do think they need to figure something out.
I need to figure something out too.
Right. That makes 2 of us. Let's shut up, Will. Let's go, Jays. Oh, I'm a Blue Jays fan for the next 10 days. Get out. Next week, I'm gonna be a Blue Jays fan. Whatever. Just go buy a Joe Carter jersey for crying out loud. Roberto Alomar. Out of here. Oh, I'm gonna be a Blue Jays fan now. My nuts.
Don't buy no Joe Carter jersey. They beat the Braves. I'm burning that shit.
Oh, my bad. But it was a funny scene. Mine, JoJo. I said mine. But still. But it was a funny line in the Sandler movie. You know, big father figure. The big father figure movie.
Oh, Big Meat.
Did you say Big Meat?
Big Meat.
Big Meat? It's like BMF in the house?
Big Meat.
Okay. But nah.
It's Big Daddy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Meat.
I got that. Hey, Fab, you better not wear that shit none for the next week, dog. If I see you,
Hey, Fab, bring it to the house.
Fuck out of here. Out of here.
Hey, Fab, bring it to the house.
Oh, I'm gonna I got my Roberto Alomar jersey out now. I ain't worn this all year. Though. Also, y'all want to start wearing Blue Jays. Everyone want to rename the Blue Jays teams from the 90s.
Hey, Fab, bring it to the house so I can burn it. I mean, so I can throw it in the trash. I mean, so I can wear it.
Yeah, I got out of here. But nah. It's not. No, Amber is Jack. Yo, what the hell, Will? Will, what's wrong with you?
That nigga name is Ano Jr., man.
Look, Arthur Juan Brown.
Wait, his middle name is Juan?
Yes.
Like Mary J. Blige?
Dog, you good? Okay, Chris. I see top stuff going on. Again, we do not attract this attention. Y'all Just y'all just very comfortable around us. We don't be bringing this attention to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's going to happen with the Eagles. They got the Giants on Sunday, and they won't have A.J. Brown.
Will said he think A.J. Brown getting traded. I'm not going to say who he think he getting traded to, but he said he think A.J. Brown getting traded. I do think so. I think so, too.
Actually, I do think so as well. I think there are going to be a lot of teams calling the Eagles about A.J. Brown's availability at the trade deadline.
I talked to Will today. I talked to Will earlier. He said who he thought. I told him it's somebody in that division.
Hey, yo!
John, you can't pause that. That's a woman that's acting tonight.
I didn't say pause. I just said I'm just like caught off guard by what she said. Boo! Boo! You suck, George Springer. Boo! Yeah, get out of here, George Springer.
Why John booing Jerry Springer?
I said, Cito Gaston in the house. Of course, was the manager of those Blue Jays.
Man, fuck that nigga too.
Joe Carter.
Them niggas was betting on them. I come in and arrest them niggas for betting.
It's probably legal in Canada.
Probably so.
But yeah, I can tell we're gonna miss Alex Vesia. Will said whenever a receiver wear a wristband, he's shopping himself on the field. So
I was like prostitution again, right?
Hey, yo. But yeah, that's we gotta keep an eye on that situation in regards to with AJ Brown and the Eagles, because I don't think this is far from over. Now let's get to what happened last night, or what didn't happen last night. This was Thursday Night Football down here in our city of SoFi, and the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego, they went ahead and they put belt to ass last night against the Minnesota Vikings, 37-10.
Oh, they brought back them uniforms.
They went back. Yeah, they had on the Superchargers uniforms when they lost in the Super Bowl to the Niners. Sorry, like
San Diego.
But it was a real one-sided game. Clearly, Justin Herbert balled. Carson Wentz was hurt. J.J. McCarthy's obviously was not even playing. I don't even know what the hell's going on with. I don't know what to say about this team, but I give him credit for trying to play with one arm. But even then, he looked like he wasn't. He was nowhere. He was nowhere near. He should not have been on the court at all.
San Diego Superchargers.
Fuck them. Superchargers, my nuts. I'm focused on Sunday. Yeah, they'll never. Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, you're right there, Sam. They won't ever be LA, but unfortunately, they're here and they're not going anywhere. They're staying for life. So just deal with it. All right, Dodgers got final 3 at bats coming up real soon. But I expect we'll probably get out of this, get these 3 outs, and then look ahead to tomorrow when we got Yamamoto versus Kevin Gausman tomorrow. So
Calvin Klein pitch for y'all?
No, it's Kevin Klein. Yo, Nessa, you good? Okay. So enough of that game, because that game was nothing to talk about. Let's go to our new segment we call on Friday, which is the Football 5. So what we got here is the 5 games in the NFL. The 5 games in the NFL that are deemed the most interesting by NFL Network. Look, if someone is willing to buy it and send them back to San Diego, hell, fellow, well met. But I don't see it, so we'll see. Especially when somebody dies. But here are the key matchups from the NFL based from NFL game day morning. Oh, obviously we talked about this game already. That game was a wrap. But here are the other 4 games. And go figure. 2 of them involve our teams. We got Mark's Bills taking on a Carolina Panthers team that doesn't have Bryce Young who's out with a high ankle sprain, so see Andy Dalton. Although Jason Gilmore is coming off that huge interception game.
I'm keeping Andy Dalton in my fantasy football league.
And then the game everybody's looking forward to seeing here. Well, I am. And that's my Broncos take on the Cowboys in Denver. I got some stats about this game, but I will wait until after the game because I don't want to jinx it. But y'all know who I'm picking, and clearly we need to win this game for multiple reasons because I do not want to hear a word from Cowboys fans ever. So let's go ahead and get this dub, Broncos country. Monday night, well, it would have been a better game had Jaden Daniels been healthy to play, but unfortunately he's not going to play, and that is, of course, the Chiefs and the Commanders in Kansas City Monday night. But the game everyone is looking forward to is this game right here at the top. Sunday Night Football.
Oh, man. Let me see, dog.
Sunday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers, probably his only time in his career that he'll get a chance to face his former team, the Packers, as he leads, as they welcome the Cheeseheads to the Steel City for Sunday Night Football. Packers versus Steelers.
I'm gonna give you an answer by tomorrow morning, John.
Stay tuned to Sports4U social media for any updates about Sunday Night Football, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to the Broncos and the Cowboys because this is going to be a game where you're going to have one of the best offenses against arguably the best defense in football, and usually the defense is the one that gets is usually the one that sometimes that shines better in these situations. But we will see. And I hope that we win because I do need my Broncos to win because there's certain Cowboys fans who just don't know when not to mock a person. So I gotta let people know what this is all about. Yeah, those are the games for the favorite five. But let's look ahead again to the rest of the NFL schedule for week numero 8, as we're almost near the halfway point in the season. Thanks, Lester. I appreciate it. Obviously, we got as I said, we talked about our games. Niners, Texans, they announced no Brock Purdy. And just found out no Nico Collins this game as well. So this game's so that keep an eye on that game. And obviously, it's pretty much really one-sided week. No really games that jump out at you besides the five I mentioned. We'll see what happens. The Bears Ravens game is going to be an interesting one because I think we're waiting to see
if Lamar's playing.
Yeah. Hey, yo, JoJo, you good? That's wild.
Yeah, I see. I mean, the games of the week is
Yo, Will, you all right over there? Man. You got my high school and college jerseys. That's wild. But no, there's really no games that really pop off this week. But our games are the games that we're gonna be looking forward to. So stay tuned to social media. We'll let you keep you updated on anything new going on with Sports4U. But those are the games we're going to talk about. Dodgers now 1 out. Pajes, that's 2. There's one more out. One more out. This was obviously I'm not shocked by the outcome. I'm shocked how bad the outcome is in game one, but with respect, when your team hasn't played in literally a week. So Shohei Ohtani's at bat with 2 outs. Yo, Will, what the heck? You watching are you watching 2 shows at the same time or something? Strike 1 to Ohtani.
What the fuck? Shit. All right, yeah. You trying to do calling that or yeah? Let's go calling that names.
Yeah, let's get there because I got some shit to call on names. Yeah, those are the games. All right, ladies and gentlemen. As Ohtani likes about this is 1-1. Let's get to the segment that's often imitated. It's never duplicated. Some people say stuff in the sports world and need to be called out for. And this is the place where we do it at. Ladies and gentlemen, it is officially time for calling out names. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to lead this off because I'm tired of hearing idiocy hate about the Dodgers. And I'm going to go there with one Mr. Rob Parker. Listen to this dumb crap.
This is why people get caught up on this whole idea of prisoner of the moment. Because the prisoner of the moment made it like Shohei had done something that nobody had ever done. Okay?
Okay.
And it's not true. Okay? First of all, people have hit 3 home runs in a game.
I'm laughing at you fighting for your life right now.
Reggie Jackson hit 3 home runs on 3 pitches, consecutive pitches, by 3 different pitchers in a World Series game. An incredible feat.
That's how I feel.
Here's the other part. So people, I get it. He's a unicorn. They're making it like, well, yeah, we know because only him and Babe Ruth have been the only guys who have pitched, right, and hit home runs at this kind of clip. There's only been 2 guys since the 20s. But people keep going, he's the first guy since, yeah, of course he is, because nobody else has ever done it.
That's exactly why it's impressive. Nobody else has done it.
Hear me out.
You literally, you know nobody else has ever done this before, but it ain't impressive.
No, Babe Ruth was the last guy who had the opportunity.
So 100 years ago.
Okay, but here's the part where they go, they say the 3 home runs, okay. Even though Kike Hernandez had 3 home runs in a game, playoff game. That didn't happen. It's not like that never happened.
Right.
But then the whole thing is about, and he struck out 10. He struck out 10 batters. He struck out 10. I'm like, okay, that's good. Okay. But it wasn't like he had shut down the mighty Milwaukee Brewers. And here's my issue. Blake Snell pitched 8 innings of unbelievable ball against the Milwaukee Brewers. Yamamoto pitched a complete game against the Milwaukee Brewers. They were dead on arrival. Shohei didn't do anything special. Everybody and their uncle, I could have pitched 4 scoreless innings against that team. They couldn't hit.
You know, some people just don't deserve to be on platform, on television or on radio. Rob Parker, what are you talking about? Name the person that you said Reggie Jackson hit 3 home runs in the game. Yes. Kike hit 3 home runs in the game. Yes. Did they strike out 10 batters in the same game? I think not. You brought up Babe Ruth. We don't even know if Babe Ruth did it. What are we talking about? What Shohei didn't do what wasn't special. Then Rob Parker, and this is after they clinched the NLCS, puts out this dumb tweet. Don't be prisoner of the moment. Amazing game on Ohtani for sure. But he was hitting 150 in the postseason with a ton of strikeouts before the night. Real assessment, Ohtani's a unicorn, but he's not the GOAT. # totally premature.
Listen, Listen, John, you know I'm not ever the person that goes to the person talking, have you played, what's your sports resume, right?
Mm-hmm.
But this is where I'm going to go to at this point. Does Rob Parker have any kind of known sports playing anything?
Not that I know of.
Do we even know if he can throw a pitch that reach from the mound to the catcher?
No, we don't.
Do we know if we can even hit the ball out the infield?
We don't.
For him to say that's not impressive for somebody who probably has never done that ever in their life, at some point you just got to shut the fuck up.
I mean, what are we talking about? It's not impressive. The dude had 3 home runs and 10 strikeouts. Oh, it's one thing to do one of those do one of those feats in the game. That's impressive. To do them both, insane. By the way, Luka Doncic has 32 points in the first half tonight against the Timberwolves. What are we talking about that wasn't impressive? Rob Parker, shut the F up. Sound like a total dunce. Complete dunce. 2-2 with Mookie Betts. Yeah, that's my only person calling out names. Go ahead, Mark.
That's the only person calling out names?
That's all I had. Out here, Rob Parker. Otani wasn't special.
Would you happen to have anybody from the Stephen A. Smith clips?
No, I can easily find him. And Mookie Betts strikes out. Game over. Game over at Blue Jays win game 1 4-11. 4-11-4.
I'm about to say 11-4. Stephen A. Smith. I've been trying not to put him on calling out names. He a dweeb and a doofus and all that, right?
All right.
Why is he still talking about LeBron?
All I can say was he was asked. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. Now I knew Melo wasn't gonna give him a pass, so that's all I can say. He was asked. But all the other places like Fox News and Complex, he could have easily said,
John,
I passed.
John, even if he's asked.
No, he was asked every time. I'm saying I'm saying all those other places he could have been like, no, I'm good, I don't talk about it. He wasn't getting that. He wasn't getting off that easy with Melo.
I might have a problem with Melo too. But that happened how long ago? And then I don't know any of the facts. That happened when in
Bronny thing happened last season.
Beginning of last season, right?
Nah, it was March. It was March.
Cool.
So it was like 7
months ago, right?
Right.
Have we heard LeBron say anything about Stephen A. Smith?
Well, when he was on McAfee show, that was it.
And that was right after that happened.
Yeah.
They both said what they had to say, and it should have been done there, right?
Yeah.
Why are we here in October and Stephen A. Smith still talking about it? At some point, if you don't like him, that's cool. You don't like him. He have his right to like who he like and don't like who he like. That's fine with me. But if it's somebody you don't like, why are you still speaking about that person?
I personally think, and to your point, I'm not disagreeing with your point is, I think the people who asked this question got him in there with LeBron.
Is who?
I think they know Stephen A. don't like him, so they want to use this to help get off their agenda about Bron as well. But they don't have the balls to say it to themselves. Like I just saw on the clip from Jeff Teague's pod where he put out there where he said Bron, so someone from Bron's camp called him.
He did when he said Bron was taking steroids. Duh. What you think was gonna happen?
Like he says something else, but he said something else like, "Well, you got jokes and all, but yeah, Bron called. Yeah, people. I think Bron should call.
Yeah, that they called him, and he spoke on that before this happened. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we just kind of like keep up with some of the stuff, like Jeff Teague spoke on that before. He said that time when he was questioning if Bron was taking steroids, he came and cleared that up. And he said why he had to clear it up because somebody called him and was like, "Hey, that's not cool what you're doing."
It's not. You don't never accuse somebody of. That's the same thing I was saying about. We had a situation within the camp. When you make accusations about somebody, you better have some damn good resources. And it was something that was within the CCN camp.
Oh, I thought you missed Townhouse. How about
no,
you know about that?
No. But then when you make certain accusations, you better not have a better damn good footage, or should I say, info to back your claim. Don't just do reckless speculation. And that was what Jeff Teague did with LeBron, and he wasn't the first person who done it.
Right. I'm saying that's the reason why Bron people call.
But yeah, it is true that Bron's people do call. If they don't like something they hear, they're gonna reach out.
And God,
yes,
damn,
Luka Doncic has 32.
He got 32 at half.
Yes.
Oh, Luka don't give a fuck right now. All right, that's
You're
cool.
right.
I'm about to pick the over on Luka every time.
Yes.
Yeah,
JoJo. Accusations.
JoJo accusations.
What was that? Wait, what was that? You said someone said accusations?
Accusations. These are not accusations. This is false accusations. And furthermore,
by the way, I want to say this as we just turned on Prime Video and it's Lakers Timberwolves. Kevin Harlan's on the call with Candace Parker and D Wade. I think NBC dropped the ball not signing D Wade. I'm going based, and why you say that? Because I'm going based off what I saw in the Olympics. The chemistry with him and Noah Eagle was just on point during when they was covering men's and women's basketball during the Olympics, specifically the men's basketball when Team USA was playing. I don't know how that didn't happen. Nothing against what I heard Tuesday with Noah Eagle and Brian Hill, but I saw an instant chemistry with Noah Eagle and D Wade. NBC dropped the ball on that one, and they've been pretty good. My other call, let me go back. You guys didn't want to finish on this, because I can go back to another call on that too.
No, I still got something to say.
Keep on.
I just think at this point it's about. I think that as big and as popular as Stephen A. Smith is, I think he's using LeBron for clout. I think that him and his new political show he got going on, I think he's doing all this LeBron shit for clout. I don't. Because there's no point for him to still be talking about this. You know what I'm saying? I've seen them backtrack against, Kyrie, whatever he said. Now, John, let me ask you this. This is just me and you here. Fuck them people out there.
Go ahead. We here.
If me and Will was doing no rules, and the nigga came on no rules talking crazy about you, how you feel about me and Will? And we just let that shit sit there.
Oh, I have a problem.
Cool. Right. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I have a problem. But when the hell did Rudy Gobert go bald?
That nigga really trying to be Dolomite. Oh, never mind.
No, dog.
Wait, it's two Dolomites on that team?
No, other Dolly is with some. Yo, what the hell? Yo, Dolly out here got twins.
That is crazy.
Yo, what the heck? I did not know this dude was completely bald.
That's crazy.
Dolly, man, what the hell, man? Dolly out here starting a movement in the NBA. Every light skinned dude want to get a bald head now.
They trying to be Joe Budden. But you have a problem with that?
Oh, hell yeah, I would.
Okay.
So, and that's why.
Mind you, we wouldn't do that.
Right.
We do know that.
I really want to, and that's why when that happened, it raised my eye. Everything seemed to raise my eyebrows about that whole conversation, because obviously stuff Stephen A. was saying, which I still got some issues with Bron about, but the thing with Melo, and then it's clear, Melo wasn't answering the questions. Shout out to Kaz.
Kaz was. I fuck with him.
Shout out to Kaz. I met Kaz in Vegas at WrestleMania weekend. Shout out to Kaz.
Kaz is dope.
Shout out to Kaz. He's the architect of Wale Mania. For those who don't know, from the Ringer, obviously co-host of 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. He's dope in New York. So Kaz was the one asking the questions. And when I look at Melo just sitting there, he's looking like the way Mark is looking right now. It made me think, like, yeah, that we know. I said this to Trey the other day. I know there's two people outside of Rich and Mav. There's two people who can talk to Bron, who can tell Bron the straight dope, and he won't have no pushback. One we're watching right now on TV, and that's Dwayne Wade, and the other one is Carmelo Anthony. When I see Melo sitting there, it makes me wonder: are things on the up and up with Bron and Melo that is something, and it's not our business. They're grown men. But Melo knew what was going to be said on that show because he has a relationship with Stephen A. So he knows what was going to be said, what was going to be the outcome, and everything. Is everything cool with Melo and Bron? Is what I'm wondering. And if it ain't, that's between them. They're grown men. But it did make me think like this dude, like he basically just talking about how much he didn't like one of your best friends, and you was just sitting there.
Now, I'm be honest with you. You just saying somebody don't like your best friend is one thing, but when you talking bad about the homie, to me, that's where that line gets drawn.
Something just seemed off. Something really seemed off with me about that. And I don't know why Melo did it. By the way, shout out to Melo. I'm gonna talk about Melo again in a second because of my other comment I made. But something just seemed off about me, and I've been waiting for us to have this conversation about this talk. We didn't have a chance to talk about it on Tuesday, but something just seemed off. I don't know what it is, but something just seemed off about that. Now here's my other calling out names. It is the NBC. Let me be clear. NBC's been waiting for this moment to get the NBA back for 23 years. Obviously, we all know the NBA and NBC is if you grew up in the 90s like me and Mark, it was a staple. Round ball rock, everything. And now it's back. Obviously, from the days of Bob Costas and Hannah Storm and Amara Rashad, to now you go to Maria Taylor, obviously Marv Albert to Mike Tirico, Matt Gukas, Doug Collins, Bill Walton, to the all the great analysts they have now, from Reggie Miller, Grant Hill. But I want to start with how the broadcast started. So they're in OKC for ring night. It's Maria Taylor's hosting. It's Melo, it's D Wade. Oh no, it's Melo, it's Vince Carter, and it's T-Mac. First of all, shout out to Melo. Melo shows up his first day as an analyst in a tracksuit and shades, being himself. VC, T-Mac, they're buttoned up, ties, suit and booted, blah blah blah. NBC had a lot of. It wasn't a good look. One, they had a lot of technical issues. T-Mac's mic kept going out. Maria Taylor's mic kept going out. The sound was down, and you got to be careful with sound. Like if you listen to us, we had some adjustments with our sound. We had adjustments with our sound. But here's the deal: they had 2 years. They've been preparing for this for 2 years. And look, stuff happens, so I'm gonna give them a faux pas because I think they made it through the broadcast. I thought Tirico, Reggie Miller, a mistake, dude, mistake, man.
You have a faux pas?
I said a faux pas, bro. Mistake, man. You good?
There's nothing wrong with a faux pas.
No, I know, but I didn't say it.
That's like a Capri Sun pouch. That's where the juice is at.
By the way, DeAndre Ayton got to step his game up. And what is up with the defense for Minnesota? Is it even existing?
He cut his hair.
So he's Samson. Yeah, he is straight bald now. If y'all not watching the game right now,
John, I might need a picture so I can send that shit to Dolan. Like, man, I know you was hooping like.
Dog,
I thought you was doing the show.
I'm gonna find it. I am totally shocked. Rudy Gobert has completely shaved off his entire head right now. So, here's the deal. Obviously, I talked about the broadcast and the sound. Obviously, I thought Tirico, Reggie Miller, Jamal Crawford, they killed. Obviously, no Eagle to star. He got it honest. Look who his daddy is. Missed. But and then there's just the one part that I think me and you gotta discuss, man.
Me? Stephen A. Smith a hoe.
Oh, well, you just said that already. My bad. But
he's still a hoe.
But we got to talk about halftime. Got the music off. Jordan stands. Cover your ears.
Yeah.
What the heck was that on halftime with Michael Jordan?
That was a Jordan interview, man.
So, for those who don't know, Michael Jordan has been hired by NBA on NBC as a special contributor. He's not an analyst. He's not calling games. He's not going to be doing pregame, postgame, blah, 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 blah. He's been hired by NBA on NBC as a special contributor.
Hey, well, all this gambling stuff going on, they still want Jordan.
He'll be there next week. He will be there next week. So Michael Jordan, it's called MJ. I think it's called MJ. So I think Images of Excellence, some crap of excellence, some crap, dude.
John not a fan of that shit at all.
Some crap, dude. I mean, MJ is like something of excellence. What the heck is? Let me be clear. So I'm thinking now. When I first read people talk, so Chris Collinsworth talked about this on Kay Adams' show.
Shit.
Oh, did I mention Kay Adams?
How much do I get if I knock out a light? 20 points.
Yes. Perfect. That was
I literally can't open my eye.
All right, I'll be back, y'all.
All right. So,
Jesus,
real. So Michael Jordan. So I'm thinking,
holy shit.
So shout out to Kay Adams. But
who?
Well,
who's that? Oh, that person you just played. We'll do it again. Oh, well.
How much do I get if I knock out a light? 20 points.
Mind when I think about you, when I think about this album, is very polished.
Now that's gonna be a meme.
Who's that? Mind when I think about you, when I think about this album.
Yo,
shout out to Maya.
Shout out to Maya, who didn't flinch when that.
She didn't. No, she would take it on the face before. Oh, my bad. Nah, so this is supposed to be MJ pretty much giving his mind of the game. This kind of like, oh, that's what this is.
Pretty girls deserve nothing.
What did I just say? Ding, 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 ding. It just finally clicked. Mark. It just finally clicked. I just said this is supposed to be MJ's mind of the game, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Who hosts a podcast called Mind of the Game?
There's always something with him, dog. There's always something with him, dog. There's some jealousy there.
So let me explain. So him and Mike Tirico are sitting in his house, in his mansion, and I'm thinking, okay, some people thought this was going to be like his version of Kobe's Detail, and we get the inside of Michael Jordan's brain, picking the game. But this was not it. What up, JT? No. He basically talked about, why he's doing it. So, and he basically he wants to pay Images. Hey, I saw Cam Newton and that mascot this morning on First Take. Shout out to Amina Smith, by the way. Yeah. It was trash. I didn't get it. Now, I'm going to be clear. Like I did with the broadcast, I'm going to give them another week. Let's see how they do their second week as a broadcast. Because next week, Jordan's going to talk. Now, it was advertised he was going to talk about the three-pointer, on his thoughts on everybody, how the three-pointer has played in a prevalent role in basketball today, and it really wasn't when he was playing. So,
I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say it was trash because I think you hearing from our greats, and I'm not going to just say Michael Jordan, but you hearing from the greats in the league and, where they at now, some of the stuff they've been through.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to ever call that trash. I just didn't understand why it was there.
Let's be clear. NBC is trying to play off the nostalgia of what Michael Jordan did for their network 30 years ago. That's clearly what they're doing. Hey, Fat, shut up. And Nick, you can shut up too.
What?
Hate. Because I got on Dodger stuff. Got on blue. Hey, shut up. And Dolly actually responded. Dolly actually probably hit me up from the game.
You're not supposed to be texting on the bench.
Who said he was on the bench? He probably did it from the game. Probably did it on the court. He said he probably just told Mike Conley, hand me my phone. But yeah, I didn't understand it. Another message. I'm gonna give him a mulligan. I'm gonna give MJ a mulligan. Let's hear what he got to say next week about
the show.
Okay. About load management and playing 82 games. Why playing 82 games?
All right, y'all. It was nice seeing y'all on this Friday.
We gotta get up out of here.
This is important. This is fucking crazy.
All right. Final words for the Bills.
Just score more points. Just score more points.
Broncos. Understand the assignment. We're playing the Cowboys. Dodgers. Shake off what happened tonight. Go get a good night's sleep in Toronto. Go get the dub and come back to LA tied 1-1. We got 3 games in LA. We can get the world. We can win this trophy that I'm on this shirt that I'm wearing. Let's get that going. And Tennessee, go ahead and beat Kentucky. Let's go. We'll see y'all. By the way, so on programming alerts.
Just keep your eyes open for the next 24 hours for Sunday night.
Exactly. So program alert for that. That's one. But also tomorrow, Culture Class Networks monthly episode tomorrow on the Culture Class YouTube channel. Our brother Dallas Cash is going to be hosting a Halloween horrors trivia. So if you're in the Halloween and horror films and spooky season,
horror,
as in spooky season, as in ghosts and goblins and goblins.
And you said
goblins.
Goblin.
Goblin.
John, in the show, you said goblin in the nut is crazy, especially on Halloween because that's how they be dressing up. Never mind. All right, then, y'all. It was nice. Culture Class Network tomorrow.
I'll be at 2:00 5 Eastern, 2:00 Pacific, and then check out myself, Trail, and Acknowledge the Dynasty for the NXT Halloween Havoc watch along at 4:00 at 7 Eastern, 4:00 Pacific on YouTube as well. And again, stay on the lookout for all the Sports4U social media about Sunday Night Lights. We'll be back Monday for Tribal Warzone, and we'll be back Tuesday. Cody and Nick will be back for Sports4U. This has been another great episode of Sports4U. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy the World Series. Enjoy the return of the NBA. Enjoy the college football. Enjoy the NFL. And we'll see y'all when we see y'all. I'm John.
That's Gucci, man.
His show is. That's Mark. Yes. And we will see y'all Tuesday. Be blessed, everybody.
And that's Gucci down there.